All right, so today we're taking a look at the Caseology Nano Pop for the iPhone 13 Pro, and this is the second time looking at this case. I've reviewed this when I had the iPhone 13 Pro Max, but guess what? They didn't have any MagSafe. Now things have changed. They listened and they realized that hashtag every case needs MagSafe. So we're taking a double look at it, man. Here it is, Caseology Nano Pop, but this time it says compatible with MagSafe. All right, now of course a huge shout out to Caseology for dropping me this to review. Not only did they send me this one case, they also sent me some other little goodies here on the side that I'm gonna be able to give away to y'all when we get going. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the case. 13 Pro. They only make this case in one color. All right, this is gonna be called the Blueberry Navy. Yo, Caseology, I know you're gonna be watching this video. Try to make this as many colors as possible because we know we need every competitor that we can get out there when it comes to the Apple Silicone case, all right? Because nobody wants to pay that premium price tag for the Apple Silicone case. I mean, I know I don't, and I'm pretty sure a bunch of y'all don't either, all right? So nothing really in the packaging, so let's go ahead and put that to the side, and let's take a look at the case itself. So here's gonna be that Blueberry Navy. This is a very nice navy color, and then when you flip it over on the inside, it is paired with that nice gold. In my opinion, this is a very clean color combination. So speaking of on the inside, as you can see, you can see those magnets. Now this is kind of like a hard plastic, all right? We don't get any felt lining or anything like that. I probably would have liked to seen that, but I'm pretty sure that may raise that price up just a little bit. And flipping it on the back, you see you get that nice silicone type feel, all right? So everybody's gonna ask me, does it attract lint? Like, for me, the Apple silicone case feels more different than any silicone out there. This right here does not feel like it's going to attract lint. This feels a little bit more slippery, a little bit more slick in my opinion. Not when you're really talking about holding it, but just the texture of it anyway just feels like it may not be grabbing onto every piece of lint that's in your pocket, because we know that is a thing when it comes to the Apple silicone case. All right, so let's go ahead and weigh this bad boy, see what she's talking about when it comes to that weight. And this is going to be 39 grams. This is actually heavier than I thought it would be, but it's not terrible, but it does have a little bit of weight to it, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. Let's go ahead and grab the 13 Pro and let's slap it on and let's go ahead and take a look at it. So here it is on that graphite iPhone 13 Pro, if that's what you want to rock with right there. I'm pretty sure this, this is a different color combination. So pairing it with your iPhone, just think about the color of your iPhone and the color of the Blueberry Navy Caseology Nano Pop Mag when you're putting it all together, all right? But let's go ahead and take a look at it. Top side is going to be completely closed. Taking a look at that mute toggle switch side, not hard to get to. Raised up volume up and down buttons, very, very nice and tactile. And guess what? They do not have air slits in them. I know a lot of you guys don't like that because you think dust can get in between. So if you don't like that, man, they got them sealed when it comes to that. You get a little Caseology branding right here. Flipping it over on the bottom, you see those speaker cutouts are accurate. No issues there. Right side is going to be completely smooth, but you get that power button, and that's going to be also tactile as well. And flipping it over, taking a look at that camera protection, you can see where that gold is compared to where that lens is. So this does have a very, very small lip for the camera, but it does protect it. So I definitely think you'll be good when we are talking about camera protection and sitting down. You don't got to worry about it too much, all right? Taking a look at this late on the tail protection, you already know I am rocking that tempered glass screen protector, but even with that, it has a tiny lip that goes all the way around it. Now, this isn't any type of heavy duty lip. This is going to be a very thin lip. This isn't a heavy duty protection case. This is like medium to light, probably more catered to light protection. All right. So not a super big lip going around it, but there is a little bit something there. If you are to put your phone face down, you'll definitely be good to go. Now, how does this fit on a phone, on this phone, on the iPhone 13 Pro? Because we know the Apple silicone case fits. Although I don't like it, man, that case fits amazingly well. But let's go ahead and take a look at this one. So pull test on the top. I always say, look at the blood in the fingers, man. It always tells the tale. So it is have a little bit of flexibility, man, but it does snap right back into place. I don't have a feeling like this will be compromised over time with being droopy or anything like that, all right? Coming along the sides, it does give a little bit where those power and volume up and down buttons. I mean, this is a silicone case. You kind of if it's not built like others on the market, you're going to have a little bit of give right there. Coming along the sides, you can also see that there is a little bit of give as well. Coming along that bottom, pretty tight. You get a little bit of give right there by that lightning port. So when it comes to the fit, I'll probably give it like a B plus. It's not terrible. It's not the most loose fit, but it could be a little bit more snug because I've seen some other silicone cases just be a little bit more snug. All right. And how does it actually snap on the phone? You don't got to worry about this phone being super hard to take off. I mean, it's a silicone case. That side had a nice pop, but the rest of these sides pop off very easy, but it's not anything that's going to pop up on its own. I always say when you pull a phone out your pocket with a case on it, you're not going to put it out in the phone. It's going to be sitting right here. It's going to all be in your all together. The grip is good enough to on the actual phone. All right, the fit is good enough. Just would like for it to fit just a little smidge bit tighter. All right. How does it feel in your hand? I mean, it kind of feels like it doesn't feel like an Apple silicone case, but you can definitely feel like you have that silicone in your hand because of the material. All right. For me, it doesn't seem that slippery. I know a lot of people, when it comes to silicone cases, you automatically think it's going to be slippery. When it comes to this one doesn't give me really slippery vibes. It actually has a pretty good grip while holding on to it. Also keeps a very thin frame, if I can say so. This is not a bulky phone with this whole case combination up here. It is not bulky at all. And for the most part, you already know it's going to be silicone. So when grease, lotion, whatever's on your hand, yeah, it might transfer to the back of this. But I've been kind of using it right here. And I mean, you can kind of see when the light hits it right, kind of how grimy it is. But this is a darker color, so maybe, you know, you won't see a bunch of it, but that's something to always take account of when you have a silicone back. You're going to be able to show them smudges and different things like that. All right, let's go ahead and bring the MagSafe charger over here, and let's go ahead and check out how this thing does with MagSafe charging. As you can see, it works just fine with it. Testing that MagSafe strength. Nothing too crazy, all right? Usually when I test MagSafe strength, it's either you have a very strong magnet or you kind of have a either strong or weaker magnet, or it's kind of in between. And a lot of these cases are in between, and that's the deal when it comes to this Nano Pop. It's not going to break any records. It doesn't try to pick this stainless steel puck up, so it is just an average case when it comes to the magnetic strength. Just on par with just about anything else out there that I have. There's super strong ones, and then there are super weak ones. This is right here somewhere in the middle, all right? And if you want to use your Apple accessories, of course, we can go ahead and slap them on and see what it's working with. Apple battery pack, even with that up there, and you kind of give it a shake, you don't really got to worry about that falling off. It has a pretty nice, it does pretty good. It doesn't want to pop off by itself, so has a nice adhesion when it comes to that. Let's go ahead and grab my Apple Wallet over here so we can slap that up there. I feel like that's a really nice looking combo right there with this blueberry navy with this tan, I guess they would call it. I don't know. I bought this Apple Wallet just for video purposes, all right? But it's up there. You can use it if you want to. You know, I always say these magnetic wallets definitely aren't the strongest, but, you know, it is what it is. But here it is, man. This is going to be the Caseology Nano Pop with MagSafe for the iPhone 13 Pro. These are very reasonably priced. I know they're under 25 bucks. I'm not going to give you a direct price because we all know when it comes like to Amazon, different things, prices fluctuate, all right? But I do know at the time of me watching this video, I think this case was around 20 bucks. And you really can't beat that for what you get. It's a nice, solid silicone option that I really feel like doesn't have that many flaws. Just wish it will fit just a tiny bit more snug when it comes to the 13 Pro. So that's that. And this is for everybody out there that is actually watching this video to the end. You get a little nugget. All right. Remember how I told you Caseology did not just send me my 113 Pro case. Nah, they sent me one for the 13 Pro Max, one for the 13 Pro, and then one for the iPhone 13. And I know you're like, T, I don't want a case, man. Like, no. Hold on, they sent some more goodies as well, man. They actually have a Nano Pop charger, all right, that you can, I'm not gonna really take it out because I want somebody to win this and I don't want to have an open package, all right? So basically what it is, if you have your MagSafe Apple Puck, you can put it in here and then it basically becomes like a stand for your Nano Pop and your case. And as you can see, this one actually matches. So they got the blueberry navy colorway right there going on. They also have a gray one right here. And they also have another gray one, all right? So basically what we're going to do is, man, y'all just comment down below and let me know which iPhone you have, and I'm going to just randomly pick somebody, all right? You don't got to be subscribed to the channel. You don't got to do anything. I'm not telling you to subscribe or anything like that. This is just a thank you and just to give a little something away because I can't keep all of these accessories taking over the studio right here. But here it is, man. This is going to be the Nano Pop Mag for the iPhone 13 Pro. As you see, they make them for the other 13 models as well. I'm not 100% sure if they make them for the mini. I do think they do, but I feel like they maybe would have included one if they did. But you already know the links to this case will be down there in the description below. Go out there and pick yourself up one. Comment down below so you can go ahead and win one of these giveaway items right here. Everyone, please be safe. Catch you on the next one. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn that bell on. Yeah, forgot about that. Y'all be safe. Catch you on the next one. Later.